That's interesting. I didn't know I could do that. That's good to know. That's good to know. Oh, so I can share my screen now. All right. Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Rev Dr. Antonio Arnold, aka Beast Mode Airborne. Guys, I am a dual veteran. I'm a veteran of the United States Army, and a veteran of the United States Air Force through the Virginia Air National Guard, 203rd Red Horse Squadron. And today I am wearing my Air Force PT uniform. Of course, yes, I can still wear it. Yes, I can still wear this old uniform that I've been having since 2003, and 2004, 2005, 2006. Right before they made the transition to the new PTs, which I have too. And for all of you who are watching on this platform, I want to personally thank you for your service. Each and every last one of you. You have earned it. You deserve it. I appreciate every one of you. Now, a little bit about me. Okay, this thing capture moments. I like it. A little bit about me. I've served over 22 years in military service between the Army and Air Force side. ROTC graduate, been an officer, been an NCO. Of course, you can take, I don't know, there it is. Take this off. That was my highest rank in the Red Horse. Been a lieutenant, been a staff sergeant in the Army, been a sergeant in the Army, moved up the ranks, been there, done that. Never been captain for chaplain. The night before, my body said, and the Army said, we don't need you. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Yeah, but I am an ordained minister, been a pastor, theologian, been a teacher of theology, and all that, but also a writer. And one of the things I want to share with you, this book right here, The Art of Filing for Veterans Disability Benefits, Maximizing Your Benefit, a comprehensive guide to achieving up to 100%. Now, this is a $15 book. And of course, it covers step by step how to file for this disability. When you can't find nobody else to help you, you could do it yourself. Because I did it myself, and I'm 100% plus. I got more than 100% of service-connected disability, but the max they're going to pay out is 100%. What other background? Served in civil service for the VA for a little bit, served in law enforcement with the Department of Justice and the Bureau of Prison, then did all this, been to the academy, been there, done that, and got the t-shirt for it. And been a proud supporter of ICE as well. Those are my brothers and sisters. And that's along with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. These are my brothers and sisters. So, but anyway, this book right here is a comprehensive guide, guys. These are the presidents I have served. These are the rank I have achieved. Had an opportunity to come back on the Army to become a chaplain. I jumped on the opportunity. These are the presidents I served under them, the commander-in-chief, from Reagan to Obama. And if I had got a chance, I could have served under Trump. And now I have more than maybe almost 30 years, give or take. But yeah, this book right here covers the forms, what you need. It tells you everything you need step by step. I mean, if you fill out the paper form, this is it. If you want to fill out online, it's going to give you a strong idea what to look for. It's also going to share with you other benefits plus some testimonials in here of folks that have tried to apply and got 100% or 50%. All right. And I helped a lot of guys get what they need. Now, this other book right here, that's very thin, as you can tell. Great price for the book. Right. Now, this book right here is my masterpiece because it's bigger for one. And it has a lot more information because they start talking about grants. It start talking about, hey, I could get my kitchen redone. Or like for me, I have my shower redone. All right. It covers that. There's grants for you to get equipment installed in your car and how to do it. All right. Some of you want to drive. Just pull up your wheelchair and start driving your van. It gives you that sense of independence, guys. Can y'all see that? I put it in full color so you can see it well. Let me show you something else. This is my shower on the bottom. That's my shower before. This is my shower after. Okay. And there's a grant for that. Some of y'all need HVAC units. Some of you need repairs. We got that covers that as well. This particular book. It's a lot of information in here. It talks about the forms, things you need to know. Things you would need. Now, this book covers a lot more detail, and I hope it is helpful to you. And I know it will. How many of you need a Generex? Depending on your state and grant situation, you can get one. It's nothing like being on heart in a heart, having a heart machine like my dad did, and or CPAP like I depend on, and you lose power. And a lot of times, all you have to do is apply for the grant, okay? And you may get the opportunity. Can a veteran be eligible for a free home generator? The answer is yes. There are options for veterans to receive assistance for a generator. How about what about I got an HVAC system that broke down, and I need my heat and air conditioning fixed. There's a grant for that. Yes, sir. It can fix it. Whether it's called Weatherization Assistance Program or Home Improvement Structure Alteration, short for HISA grant, or a special adopted housing. Yes, sir. Temporary resident adoption grant is available. All right. All these things are available. And of course, the step-by-step instruction to apply and tells you whether it be Air Force Form, DA Form 3349 that you need, or you need a Navy Marine, NAVMED 6150/4 form, or Air Force AF Form 422, or Coast Guard CG 3307. Does that make sense? Yes, I did my homework. Understand the form, purposes. Let folks serve those who are serving active duty. How you can acquire your DD 214 if you don't have one. How do you get your service records if you don't have one? And if he doesn't have one, it doesn't matter whether you have one or not. They can dig it up. Or any medical record that you have current, you're going to need that. Okay? Case studies are in here. All right? So I pretty much covered all the basics of what you need to obtain. And of course, my lovely face, one has a grunt and the other one has an airman. Okay? Been there, done that, yes. I've been there, done that. And I'm proud of my time. Many of you want fishing license, guys, love to fish and hunt. You want to hunt, get your license for free. You know those licenses aren't cheap. But guess what? Got you covered. Name a state. Alabama, Maryland, New Jersey, Ohio. Near Glide? I have a friend got his. Why? Because I helped him. I'm here to tell you. Near Glide, your apartment. You get your landlord to say, okay. Or you want a dog. You got a disabled kid qualify for a service dog. My wife won't let me have a dog. She said, I got to clean behind him. I love dogs. What else? Some of you veterans out there have what is called VA dependent, have a spouse. And some of you are 100%, some of y'all may have experienced death in the family of a service member who died as a result from service connection. Like they have a heart attack, they have service connection issue with the heart, have a heart attack, they die, and the compensation stops. What the spouse, parent, or a child who's under 18 to 23 can apply what is called DIC benefits. This calls for VA dependency indemnity compensation. It's also tax-free. And this tells you how to get it. All right? And how to submit the application, what forms you need, how to fit in, what the criteria you need to have, contact phone numbers. I also provide the phone numbers. And there's another thing that we call the secret sauce. The secret sauce, guys, is called, what is it called? Special monthly compensation. Y'all hear that again? Special monthly compensation. Well, how? I'm 100%. I only get $3,999. Well, how can this guy get $10,000 a month? Special monthly compensation. Is that real? Is that amazing? And there's compensation for pension as well. It's called special monthly pension. And I have helped a veteran who has a special monthly pension need because he's getting a pension right now. Okay. And I'm helping him get get him set for service connection because whatever happened to him happened during his time of service. So we're working on that. But I mean, it's right here. Everything you need is right here, brothers and sisters, right here. And all the breakdown about the special monthly compensation is right here. Get your book. It's available on Amazon or go to wearelivinginthefinishedwork.com. Wearelivinginthefinishedwork.com. It's a bookstore. Yes, I do own a bookstore online. Am I right here? Let me put it right here for you where you can find it. You can find the book on Amazon.com or there you have it. There you have it, guys. And I hope this is helpful. And see, you can translate too. So those who now I do have this book in Espanol as well. So are my Spanish-speaking brothers and sisters, it is available in Espanol as well. So if you have a service member who speaks who's bilingual or Espanol, who speaks Espanol, I don't. I habla Espanol, but who speaks Spanish, then you get the book in Spanish. Okay. Also, this book is so awesome. Some of y'all like, how many of y'all like coloring books? Well, I have a coloring book for you. It's called Healing Heroes, a tribute to VA care. And I tell you, the VA care and particularly McGuire had done great things, and I wanted to honor each and every staff member, clinician, everyone who made the hospital, the clinic, work like a clock. And it's by yours truly. You want to order that book? It's a coloring book. It's also an activity book. And there it is. All right. Everybody see that? And see, I had the opportunity to serve as a hospital chaplain, not at the VA, but for my local hospital years ago. And I performed chaplain activity work when I was on active duty too. When I was going through the process as a candidate. Yeah. And it tells you what the purpose of the chaplaincy is for. Also, look at it. Can anybody relate to this? I look at this as good therapy to help you cope whatever you're dealing with. X-ray. There's another one. I just want to show a few things to you. The food is very good. I love the food service food service workers. They do a marvelous job. Medical records. That's important, guys. That's your money maker. I call it the money maker. There you go. And then, of course, there's this surgeon. I went through surgery 2 necks, 2 backs, 1 foot, 1 toe, 6 surgeries, hundreds of procedures. I can't even keep up because I've been through that since 2009. I mean, since I came off active duty. Well, since active duty, I've been having surgery back to back. I've been having therapy. I've been having incisions done. I have had procedures where they have to put the mask on and then sedate me. And sometimes I had to be awake. Got great dental hygienists. Tell you what their jobs are. Doesn't go into detail, but You got a dental hygienist and you got a dentist. You got a psychiatrist. They're very helpful. And you have all this prosthetics. And it's all to help you. And of course, we like our puzzles. It's all related to your care. Look at that. So you find it all on Amazon. Price point is great. And why I created the coloring book? Well, it's simple. To inspire a revival and restoration. My mission is legacy driven, blending faith, patriotism, advocacy to uplift those who sacrifice to our country. And this book is a visual devotion tool to spark healing and hope. That's my whole purpose of it, because I went through it. I go through it every day. I got an appointment coming up, but I just wanted to share this book. A lot of people didn't know Abraham Lincoln, a Republican, who was behind this. There's the president. To fulfill President Lincoln's promise to care for those who have served our nation's military and for their family, caregiver, and survivor. Abraham Lincoln was behind this. Here's another look of the promise. And why did he do it? Case in point. Another great book, and I'm not going to open the pages this time, coloring book. Army Strong. Who? That was me. Airborne Infantry. Okay. You got the self-propelled artillery, and you got the tank M1. This is me when I was young private, going through Delta 6-1. Anybody who's from Delta 6-1 in around May time, 1985, holler at me. I want to chat. What you been up to? Anyone who served know about these equipment. Of course, Chaplain Corps. That's on the other side. That's my house. 113. MRAP. Anybody ever driven that? My unit. Now, of course, I got other unit patches in here. And don't forget, if you serve in these units, you definitely want to get this book. Now, I decided not to put every unit in there because it would be too big of a book. I've done this too. 11 Charlie, re-infantrymen had to know how to do these things. M4, Humvee. Anybody know about this weapon right here? Everybody know about this thing? I fired and qualified on that thing before a long time before the new one came out. Aviation, fired this bad boy too. I said I wasn't going to show it. Gotta love my National Guards, my Army Reserve, gotta represent them too. Joints, use of saw. Everybody know about that. Tip of the spear, Special Forces. U.S. Army Special Operation Aviation. You recognize these patches, you want to get this book. My final thoughts on here too. So I wanted to share just a little bit of my experience in the Army. Air Force. Yes, I served in the Air Force. See the guy with the red safety cap? I mean, I forgot what they call that now. hard hat. He said, everywhere we go, put that word, let's work on a project, wear that red hard hat. And that's me. Everybody on that base has an important job. Everybody got an important job. Administration, you got Air Force pilots that operate $1 billion aircraft, mechanics, missile and space system. Everybody know what this is? I know you know what both of these are. You serve in the Air Force. Some of y'all worked on them. And I remember driving one of these more so than anything else. You know, you got your HVAC mechanics in the Air Force. That's an AFSC. You got your electrician in the Air Force. That's an AFSC. Fire department, AFSC. And of course, I drove a front loader. I did the one with I did a front loader that's used for a forklift, but I know how to drive. You got to get certified to drive these vehicles. We only got UAV, we got helicopters too. So it's not like just the Army, but we Air Force airmen got their helicopters too. Now I drove this one. Load on C-130s, C-5s, low profile. Of course, identification badges. Oops, there we go. Now see that. And most importantly, you better believe, get out of my way. Prime beef or red horse. That's what we're all about. And if you, of course, everybody, you got everyone on both family. Oops. That's the Army. That's the Air Force. Navy. Let's talk about the Navy. Navy book is thicker. Look at that. You know, I have a friend who served in the Navy, and that's his ship. So just an Arleigh Burke destroyer. That's a name. I'll tell you about it. And this guy reminded me of him. So you know I have to represent him. Dear friend of mine. And there's the history of the Navy. I didn't do the Army the same way. But I did the Marine Corps some justice. All you guys served in the Navy. And here's why I created this coloring book. And there's the USS Ford, the Nimitz, the Tonka Taruga class cruiser. I don't know why they're getting rid of that. It's the most craziest thing I've ever seen. USS Iwo Jima class. That's the task force carrier task force. And don't forget, if you know this ship, this was in honor of a dear friend of mine who served 20 years in the Navy, and I wanted to honor him and his shipmates. So if you're serving on this ship, I salute you. Send a comment if you serve on this ship or a ship like it. Share a comment. I try to categorize every ship that's ever served. You know, the USS New York was made out of steel from the wreckage of 9/11. We have submarines for the submariners out there. You guys are high speed. Because I mean, to be in a confined space for 6 months without even seeing air on top of it takes us a great deal of stamina and strength. SEAL team. Enlisted and officers. I know y'all got your own stores. That's pretty high speed. Navy quartermaster. Navy utility man. I know about that utility work. Ain't nothing. You got the Navy CB represented too. And history wise, I got to represent that USS Merrimack, our first ironclad ship. Civil War, a revolving turret. It has to be extremely hot in that thing. You got the torpedo man, you got the Navy steel worker. So that's about it for the Navy. Marine Corps, you know what, Devil Dogs? I had to show you some love, and I hope I represent you guys very well. Birth of the United States Marine Corps. (1775). Where was it? There it is. That's where it was born. And this was your official emblem at first. Let's see, right there. You were no globe at first, but you have your eagle and anchor, that for sure, and stars. I mean, who wouldn't want this book? I went in depth for you guys, so please buy the book. Appreciate your support. Yes, got to represent. Oops. I thought about trying to join the Marine Corps. My classmate, he ended up becoming a Marine gunnery sergeant. Both of us joined our own individual branch around the same time. And he did his time in the Marine Corps. I did my time through the Army Air Force. Still win. Battle of Chosin Reserve, 1950. My dad fought in the Korean War. It takes a special kind of people to storm beaches and stay in the water. And of course, it's like the Navy and Air Wings and Air Force Air Wings. Marine got their own air wing. That's why they're core, rapid deployed, heavy operation. But we still need utility people. We still need Fargos to do the laundry. We still need plumbers. We still need engineers to build. Okay, like the CB, like the Red Horse, like the combat engineers, Army side. We even got the ordnance maintenance. That's your MOS. MOS, there's another one, food service, MOS 33. MOS 35 for motor transport. Maintenance management, MOS 34. Any of that rings a bell, Marines? Legal, MOS 44. Yeah, friend in court, brother. Marine parachute. Oh yeah, y'all had to go to the Army Airborne School. Don't trip. Fort Benning. Everybody loves these wings. Then you wear your own specialized, similar to the Navy wings, I guess, paratrooper wing style. Combat vehicle, I got you covered, guys. And last, patriotic, faith and freedom. Family, faith, and Jesus. Now, what inspired me to write this book? I want to inspire generations. This would be great for your family, for your kids. And of course, I have to hit it. I tell you like it is. What is a woman? Prove me wrong. Y'all know who that is or was? Good old Charlie. I like Charlie Kirk. He told like it is. If you listen to him speak and stop listening to the edited amount from your propaganda ministry, then you understand Charlie Kirk for who he really is and what he really stands for. Never give up. Never surrender. Always go for the win. And I'm a firm believer in that. And I was inspired to write this book. You can say what you want. The man's a devoted Christian. I know that for sure. Even the Brits, they want better. Everybody prayed for that man when he died, when he was assassinated. Even college and university gave their life to Christ in a massive scale. So please help me understand. If in South Africa, so if all these people around the world love Charlie Kirk, that ought to tell you something. I listed about I listed the parliaments around the world that spoke positive about Charlie Kirk. And we know Jesus is coming back, getting back to Christian family values. I'm a firm believer in that. Let me see, anything else? It's about Jesus Christ and him crucified. It's all about righteous living. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop right now because I pretty much what I wanted to share to my fellow veterans about what's helping me. And I go through a lot, like many of you go through a lot of pain. Again, thank you guys for supporting the books. There's plenty more. It's a ministry to me. But I also want to share with you guys about these patches. I have been I'm permanent and totally disabled. In days I couldn't stand to sit on this chair, days I couldn't stand to sit down, I couldn't stand up longer than 5 minutes. I can't even help my wife in the kitchen because my sciatic nerve would go off. I lost over an inch of height because all my cartridges are gone. My knees are bone and bone. My neck is bone and bone. I had to get surgery for my neck. I had 2 back surgeries, 2 neck surgeries. Any of you veterans can understand that. I was at Walter Reed Army Medical Center back in 2008. Had surgery again and not Walter Reed, but at McGuire. And then I had surgery on my foot, surgery on my toes. I'm looking at have surgery on my left toe. I mean, you'll say, I don't want to get no cut. I don't have nobody cut. Sometimes it's necessary because if I didn't have the neck surgery, I wouldn't be able to operate this arm. I'd be pretty much like this and can't use it. And I have to reach over here and like I did before, and right here to talk to you. So it's real, but the pain is real too because I suffered with it even while on active duty, and the whole time my spine was giving out. I did a lot of things as a paratrooper, infantryman, civil affairs, combat engineer through the Red Horse, and logistic. I was an assistant logistic officer, been a company commander, executive officer, been instructor. Army infantry instructor. Um, been operations NCO, G3 level and above. Done a few other things. Paratrooper, up the jump. And water purification specialist, plumber, done that too. Hey, job's a job. You pay your bills, you retire. Retires. My goal was retire at my highest rank, plus chaplaincy. Got into that, worked that ministry, went to school for it. Got my MDiv, got my doctorate, got all my bachelors, got several bachelors, a couple of bachelors, 5 masters, and 2 doctorates. And plus certifications, a bunch of them. But I say that out of humility, not out of arrogancy, to show that the military is a great opportunity, one of the best opportunities in the world, and anyone who wants to understand, who looking to serve, you become a part of a big family. Anytime you can do 20 years or more and walk out with a retirement, it's extraordinary. Civilian job, wait till you're 56, or your 401k will 401k reach one when you turn 40, 59. I mean, that's a long wait. And so I kudos to our military organization, one of the biggest in the world, in the United States. But guys, I suffer all these pains because all this stuff I tell you. And I was in a wheelchair with a walker, and had a cane. Been on cane for a long time, since 2009. I had to hide my illness to work when I go to work, because I got folks in high places that are like, you're not coming here with crippled looking. You got to still got to pass PT test. So I had to suffer through walking. I had a permanent profile where I cannot do sit-ups or run, so I could do walk. I had to do that 2-mile walk fast, and then I had to do push-ups. I still do push-ups, but it was agony, guys. Any of you veterans understand the pain we all had to do just to keep our job. But I suffered with that for 24 years, post-military, did civil service, did Department of Homeland Security, done Bureau of Prison, went to college, went to school down in Winkle, Tech, Georgia, Georgia, where also working with, I learned to work with ICE agents, I worked with FBI agents, I learned with all these other agencies, and I built close relationship because of my position within the Bureau. And it was a great honor to serve with these guys. These guys have got expertise. I learned Homeland Security when I was on active duty because, I had to learn how to drone operate. I had to learn how about, I had to learn all that stuff that's outside of my MOS, but part of my job. So great deal of exposure. But these patches right here, this is Freedom Patch for pain. Guys, I've been on every medication you can think of, short of stuff that will get you, and I almost became addicted to a few of them too, and had some damages in my internal organs. But I took, uh, I was introduced to this by a friend of mine. It's called Willie Morris. His name is Willie Morris. He told me about it. He knew about my condition. We were in business before, but he knew about my disability and issues. And he said, you ought to give this stuff a try. It's non-invasive. There's no drugs, no chemicals. Um, all they know is work. Now, it may not work for everybody at the same time. Sometimes it may, work 30 days. So I told him I'll try it. I'll give it a 30-day try. If it don't work, you're going to know about it. And I'm going to record it as soon as I get it to see what kind of results it gives. So when it arrived on November 2nd, it turned my life totally around. Remember, you talked to a guy who couldn't walk, couldn't stay on his feet without agony and pain, sciatic nerve, wake up screaming at night, in pain, got neuropathy, high blood pressure, uh, nerve damage, and I mean nerve damage. And the VA reaffirms that nerve damage on my spine. I'm pretty much messed up, guys. I've been bedridden a few times too. So he told me about this thing. I didn't believe him. I had my spirit of disbelief. I even stopped preaching because I couldn't stand on that pulpit long. Couldn't do it. So I put it to try. Put the Liberty on. Put the Freedom Patch on. And the Liberty. And a miracle happened. With the medication I've been taking, and all 3 times a day, in the morning, noon, and the evening, before bedtime, I was taking all the other medication I was taking. Never worked. Never worked. Never worked. Never worked. And I never once ever go to when I tell my doctor it's not working, he'll put me on something else. increase my dosage, or he'll tell me there's no way I can increase the dosage. It's the maximum he can give me, short of killing me. I mean, not killing me. He didn't say that, but short of that's legally what he could do. This is the maximum I can give you. Nothing works. How many of you veterans out there are in so much pain that nothing works? How many of them are taking stuff that don't work? But you take it anyway because you want to maintain your ratings, truth be told. Or you have no choice. I mean, there's nothing else out there. Well, I took it within seconds, this thing worked. And I became a believer, and I said, I'm going to tell it on the mountain how great this thing is. It comes with 30 patches. That's a 30-day supply. 30-day supply. You owe it to yourself to try it for 30 days. 30 days. You need that peace too. So what did it do? This one helps with, connects to your skin like a Band-Aid, and it has these designs on it, right? Ridges that connects to your brain. Now, it doesn't cure. It will not cure. It will not treat. It will not diagnose you. It will not look at you and say, you got emphysema. No, it's not going to. That's what clinical doctors have to do. Now, here's the thing, guys, and I want you to understand this. We have over $1,000 doctors plus in this super patch endorsing it. We have surgeons endorsing it. We have clinicians endorsing, all sorts of clinicians. We have registered nurse endorsing it. You got psychiatrists endorsing it. You have, for mental, it works well. I use it for my anxiety too. That peace patch, great for my anxiety. Okay. And I have it real bad. I can't, as much as I've been climbing hills and mountains or driving over mountains and jumping out of planes, 1,500 feet, 800 feet. And I'm like petrified now when I've been over 50 feet above ground. I'm petrified. Go in the hotel and the room's like on the 20th floor. I'm petrified. But I put this on and going through bridges, like the bridges between 295 bridge, I get petrified. And my wife has to drive from now on. But when I put this on, I'm calm. I'm very calm. I'm relaxed. I no longer have that quidgy feeling in my stomach like I'm going to fall. And I actually get nightmares at night about falling off bridges, falling off buildings. And I put the patch on and it stops. I put this on, the pain diminish. Okay. Do I go through pains? Sometimes you got to wear it for 24 hours too. Sometimes it does. If I do any type of labor work, I don't get that. Gotcha. You're going to pay for this for several days and you can't walk. You can't be mobile. You're pretty much bedridden. We're going, that's it. I can at least with this patch, I can still get up the next day and move around, feel pretty good. Liberty patch works with inflammation. It works with strength and balance. I fall on the floor a lot. I used to walk 5 miles and I was walking with my neighbor and then my legs gave out several times, and hitting that concrete, you just don't want to do it again. And I have no strength. When I put this thing on, I have more strength. I get 30 on the studies. It's 30. I increase my strength by 30%. 30%. My balance improves by 30%. My doctor told me, what happened to you? You're looking well. You're doing well. You're standing well. What you doing differently? Doc, I'm taking this thing that's non-invasive. It's FDA approved, registered, and it works for me. He said, keep doing what you're doing. That's what he said. My blood pressure improved too, off the record. My blood pressure, on a side note, did improve. My sugar improved. And as long as I continue to be obedient to my health coach, which is my wife, it improved. I got neuropathy, right? So when I have my neuropathy on my right leg, that's up. I always remember every 24 hours to put a victory patch on it. I don't have a victory patch on it right here, but I put a victory patch on it. Works wonders. Okay. Stuff stopped. That itchy burnings, needles, and all that stuff, numbness stops. May not happen to everybody at the same time, but I'd say give you a 30-day try. You owe it to yourself. I take medication that never work. I've been on ibuprofen. I've been on Tylenols. I've been also for Advil. I've been on oxycodone. I've been on what did I think? Pregabalin, Gabapentin. I've been on injections. I have had steroid shots. I have had nerve pain, burned. I mean, burned. I mean, what they do is stick a needle, they walk through a black camera right here. I'm laying down, face down, and they run this thing, and it's like, take a picture. You see the needle going through me into this black x-ray machine live, and they're going through, and it's like, okay, stop. They put another thing on, extension in, like drilling. Go in, and then they tell me, wait, they press for 5 minutes. I'm going through electrical shot and burn, and they burning my nerves. That was sending pain signal. They were trying. What they were trying to do is stop the pain signal going to my brain. Okay, and that's what they were doing. And it wasn't effective. I tried it for like 3 years. I mean, I was begging for relief. I was telling my pain doctor, I'm like, man, I can't. Do you have an appointment open? I need it. I was like, I need you because the pain was so real. But hadn't bothered him since I had these patches. These patches works. So if you'd like to know more about the Super Patch, the brand is called Super Patch. Each patch have their own unique name. Each one have their own unique use. Um, Liberty, of course, for strength and balance. It's also great for inflammation. Peace Patch to calm you. For us PTSD and anxiety guys, I mean, I'm like, got the worst case of it. I also got sleep apnea and sleep insomnia. Sleep 1 hour and I'm up the rest of the day. Sleep 1 hour, the rest of the day. Sleep 1 hour, or up the rest of the day. And that's how it was in my life. But I also have the Peace Patch column I did down. I also take the REM patch, REM patch. It's another patch that comes in a pack of 30. And that does set me up for a good night's rest. Now I get 5 to 8 hours sleep. 5 to 8 hours sleep. So you're not getting enough rest. There's something connected for everybody. Okay. And also, most important, the pain. Freedom Patch is great for pain. And I'm going to continue to promote this because I said made a covenant to myself. Now here's the whole breakdown. Every patch that's out there. And it's 30 and 28 to 30 in the pack. You can freeze it and see it. Got stuff to help you lose weight too. That's my wife's name right there. That's our website. Boost, you don't need no dose. You don't need those energy drinks no more. You don't need, you got stuff to kick it bad habit like smoking, left-handed cigarettes, rice craving. I have a craving for candy. Zine for the cognitive balance, decision making, improve. I wrote a book on sin because of that patch right there. Assurance for motion sickness, nausea, better REM for better sleep, deeper REM sleep, wake up feeling rested. I mean, that's just to name a few. I mean, there's plenty more here. Focus, victory. What I already talked about. See what it does right here? If you don't like to do, you might want this. Enhanced athletic performance, more power, more strength, more balance, stability, enhanced stamina, more agility. And I wear that because it's also my neuropathy. Enhanced neuropathy relief, faster recovery, better range of motion, reduce inflammation, enhanced HRV, enhanced neurofunction. That's what the Victory Patch does. Let me show you what the Liberty Patch does. And that's it right here. It gives you more strength, more energy, more balance, stability, which is true. We do the test on a lot of people. Reduce inflammation, better range in motion, faster recovery, higher neurological homeostasis. Okay. So, in a nutshell, it works. I use every patch for all my stuff because I need every last one of them, truth be told. And I may put on, and I trust me because of the severity of my spine. On my L3, I put 2 patches on both sides, not one. On my L4, 2 patches. In my 5S1, which hurts me so bad when I sit down. All right, I can't stand to sit on hard chairs like pews and and hard wooden chairs. I couldn't. No, put that patch on, makes a big difference. I have S1 issue, even after surgery. I got frozen shoulder. I should not be able to lift. It's proven that I'm not to be able to lift it, but I can because of the patches. And I'll put 2 or 3 on here just for this. So I may walk around with 15 patches. That's okay. How many medications do you take? I was taking doggone 15 medications a day. 15 or more. Some people take more than that. Some people may have 3 to 5 medications they got to take every morning. Think about that. Then at noon, then at dinner, after a meal. Then some people gonna have to get an injection before they go to bed. So I know what I'm talking about. So what if you got more than one patch on? As long as they do the job, who cares? I tell folks, put 3, 4 patches on if you're getting discomfort. For pain, put more freedom patch on. You're feeling weak, put more liberty patch to get that inflammation down too. But like so folks, they want to cut their way like, okay, I got a pound of butter and I'm just going to cut up a little bitty butter. You get that pound of butter and you take a slice of that butter and get what you need. Anyway, guys, I just want to share that with you. And please do not forget the books. Coloring book, lots of coloring books. Of course, The Art of Filing for Veterans Disability Benefits. It's a hard copy book. Or there's also available in paperback and in Spanish. Or the small book that's available in paperback only. Okay, these are $15. This one's more than that. Go to Amazon or go to wearelivinginthefinishedwork.com, and for the patches, go to Team, go to Faith, because you gotta have faith. Flex, I definitely want flexibility. superpatch.com. Check it out. Try it out. Who knows? You never know. God will work it out for you. Anyway, guys, this is Rev Dr. Antonio Arnold, aka Beast Mode. My hour is up. And I hope you all have a great day. Everyone out.